Well, good evening everyone. Welcome back to another stream to be Overthunk by Sharky. We are back for a bit more of Jaffa Factory as we head into another week of things. That thumbnail really doesn't do justice to things at the moment, but maybe we look into fixing that one day. Yes, we're heading back into things, and it's been a week. We're back into our kind of regular schedule again now as the year moves in. We start getting out of the New Year, Christmas holiday period and back into the regular run of things. So we should be back here as often as we can on a Monday night. And it's been a week, and I'm trying to work out what it is we were in the middle of last time. Once this loads in... Oh, no, I figured it out. And it hasn't even started loading in. Why is it taking so long to load? Anyway, while we wait for that to load, we built a rudimentary computer last week. I remember that. We played around with lava. We played around with the heat generator from Mechanism. Here it is. Finally starting to... Still at 0% though. There we go. Yeah, we got ourselves a rudimentary computing system going last time, so that we could get a little bit of improvement to our random chest storage system. And once that loads in, I'll talk about what that means going forward now for what we need to focus on tonight. How's everyone's week been? Make some small talk. Here we go. Finally loading in. Bunch of broken Mechanism tags again, which worries me because I'm sure that's going to be a problem at some point, because it's not like we've not done any Mechanism. There it is over there. Oh, Emu mate. We need to get you a name at some point too. We should probably stop charging around and let the world load in for a bit. So I can feel that lag already. He's facing the wrong way. I'm standing on the wrong side of him. It's just because you got an egg there. I don't want to walk around that side and accidentally pick up an egg. Yeah, we built this monstrosity of a volcano last time that's got heat generators hiding inside of it. I don't know. Can you see that? Is that white in there technically the heat generator? Yeah, there we are. Heat generator sitting inside of here, pumping out power through those cables, giving power to our controller, which is connected to our crafting grid and our external storage. External storage is looking into this acacia gold barrel, which has just loads of stuff in it. Stack upgrades and all sorts of things. So this is all our precious chest, as well as our like kind of building block materials chest, all lumped together. And with that storage bus thing on there, we can go to the crafting grid and just have access to our materials there and crafting things from there. So that's great. And with that, look at that, the first day is gone. It's nighttime already. Let's run through the night. So that's great. Now, last time, as we got that kind of fixed up, we started wondering about how this actually works properly, like how sophisticated storage is supposed to connect with refined storage through these external storage things. And I'd played around with this sort of stuff, not knowing how any of this works. Say, storage IO, storage controller. And I did look this up, but it's been a week. I looked this up last week, almost immediately after the stream, and I got some answers, and I have forgotten most of them. What I remember is storage IO not as relevant to what we're doing. Storage controller, absolutely. Storage controller is the one you can actually like right click on and seemingly like do stuff with. This one you right click on, nothing happens. This one you right click on, it's like I could be putting dirt into here and stuff. You know, I could do things with that. So that's the one that connects to the chest network. So if I understand this correctly, I should be able to pick this up and put it, like, let's say here. Okay? So now it's not even connected to the external storage, right? So the computer sees nothing. Right? All the blocks are gone, right? But if I take this controller we can pop that here, because that's what the thing is really looking at. It's looking at the controller now, and every block connected to the controller, like every block adjacent to the controller, in theory is automatically paired with it into a single network. So that should still be part of this network now. And it's not. Ooh, would you look at that? Okay, let me just try some other things. What if I put it on the top? It's not. Okay. Alright, so that proves that I've misremembered that, and that that's not how that works at all then. Good evening, Tooth. Just in time to hear me talk about things not actually working the way I thought they worked. Why can't I pick that up anymore? There we go. We're gonna pick things up one at a time. There we go. So that's back there again now, right? So everything's visible again. Yep. Okay. So I thought, from what I looked up a week ago, that any block adjacent to the sophisticated storage controller automatically becomes part of a network with it, and that all I would need to do is have a external storage thingy bob pointing into the controller, and then I could have a bunch of barrels around it, and that would all work fine. Apparently that's not the case. This works, just going straight into there. This storage controller is currently useless within the system, but what I do know we can do, at least with more certainty than that, is there is a thing, some sort of a wand. Was it even called wand? It's clearly not called wand. At sophisticated storage, is it this? Storage tool. Right, that we did look at briefly last time. Links, locks, and hides, counts, tiers, and locks on storage. So in particular, we want it to do the first mode, which is linking storage. And so you can use that to make a big storage network of chests by linking them to the controller, and then we should just need to put the external storage bus connector thing onto the controller, and that would see a whole network of chests. Problem being, the crafting recipe for that requires 1 ender pearl, and we presently have a grand total of 0 ender pearls within there and within anything else that we've got. So we are presently limited by the lack of any ender pearls. Now, if we had just 1 ender pearl, we could do this. We could connect some more things. And, an ordinary person might say, let's just look at that enderman over there, like right there. Like we're literally right here. Let's look at this enderman, and let's see if he will come and get us. I think he just disappeared. Nope, he is there. There he is. Alright. He's seen me. Ah, nearly. Now, he won't be aggro to me anymore. So all I gotta do is get my corpse back. My XP. Transfer the items back. And repeat the process. And hopefully he hasn't fled while I've done that. There we go. 1 pearl. And all for the price of a single life. I got my head in the dirt as well. Was it worth it? Maybe. Because here's what we would have had to have done if we weren't so immediately lucky. That is a very unusually shiny emu egg, isn't it? That really is. How would we get ender pearls normally? Well, you'd kill Endermen, but we ain't about to do that. Instead, it's back to the good old easy villagers, and specifically, not an easy villager, an easy piglin. We would need to get a barterer going. Gold block, some ingots, nether bricks, and we would need to go to the nether, capture a piglin, stick a piglin in a barterer, and just feed it loads of gold, and it will just start trading out all the piglin trades in little box for us. And one of the piglin trades is ender pearls. So this will become our renewable source for ender pearls, but that requires a bit of nether shenanigans. So that is probably something we should do, we should put on the agenda. But for the time being, maybe we spend our one ender pearl on this thing. Link. Storage link. Now let's fucking spell right. Storage link. There we go. It's not even a storage link, it's a storage tool. Alright. But speaking of, what is this? Connect separate multi-block storages. Yeah, right, so you use the storage tool to link them. Exactly. That's what's coming up for the thing. So yeah, we can make that, totally. And then we can attempt to see if this thing links properly. We can understand how this works. So, storage link, bam, got it, done. Spent the one ender pearl. Got a storage link tool. So now we're gonna move this box over to here. All right. So it's not part of the network. Now we're gonna move the controller over to here. Pick it up. Bring it over to here. Put it down. And now the storage bus is looking just at the controller and should see nothing, right? It sees nothing. Interesting that that's still in there from the recipe. That's kind of funny. But I should be able to link these two together now. I should be able to link this to the controller. So it's currently set to unlink from controller. What was the things? Sneak, scroll to change mode. Sneak, scroll, locking, unlocking, show hide, show hiding locks, show hiding tier, show hiding upgrades, show hiding fill levels, unlinking from controller. I mean, maybe that also does linking. Yep, linking to controller at there. Okay, so I've just right clicked on the two of them. That's fine. And if I right click in the air, nothing happens. And I can keep clicking on these and nothing happens. Sure. Right? So these two are linked because they're glowing. Right? So if I go to the computer now, magically, that's it. Right? So that's all we had to do. So now this means I should be able to build like a chest monstrosity somewhere of just mountains of chests and just link it to the storage controller. And then they all go in. Like, that's the theory. So to test that theory, I need one more barrel maybe. Yeah, right next to your flowing lava. That's a fair point, actually. Yeah, we could put it somewhere safer. And I don't know why I went over here, because all my resources are over here. Let me put it on top. There we go. That looks nicer. And in fact, I want to put it facing the other way. Oh, no, there we go. Alright. There we go, so I can at least sort of see it from there. Whoa, hello. Immediately distracted. You've got a problem, it looks like. Yeah? Huh? Kirk? What do you got for me? The last guy had Pathfinder quills. Sea pickles, cyan dye, sugarcane, green dye, alum, bucket of pufferfish, and that's all. Not interested, Kirk, but thank you. I probably don't even need to take the leads off of your llamas, because I can craft them with my own slime balls. Thank you anyway. So one of these barrels. At sophisticated storage. Yeah, like these spruce barrel, acacia barrel, that sort of thing, right? So it's just, yeah, planks, slab, redstone torch. And I've got none of that in here, but I could easily have some of that in here if I just grabbed all my wood bits from over here. I've got no acacia slabs on me. Every barrel should be a different colour. You're right. I should use the coconut slabs and the coconut logs. You're right. You know, we can't have millions of the same looking stuff. We've got to add a little bit of diversity to the build. So that's enough. 8 of them. So if we do like, and I think this became like spruce technically. Yeah, it treats it as spruce. There we go, a spruce barrel. Bam. So if I put a spruce barrel right here, that's not connected. Oh, okay, never mind, it already is connected. Maybe. I don't see the line anymore from anything. Ooh, I can see the little upgrades. You see that? I can see the little upgrade slots in that barrel. That's great. Well, maybe that's already linked. Let's test it out. Let's put a storage link tool in that chest. There it is. Okay. I'll take it back out. Thank you. And now it's not in there anymore. Great. Okay. This way up. Nice. Alright, so there we are. Well, let's get a bunch of barrels going. So that's a gold barrel. Let's upgrade these. So the spruce barrel, upgrading it into the iron barrel, I believe. Just surrounded by iron. And then we can get to gold, but we're sort of wasting all that gold, so we won't do that straight away. Let's just surround it by iron. So let me smash it. Pick it up maybe. Surround it by iron. There we go. Clear that. I don't want to craft all that into that. Bam. And what have we got? Like stack upgrade tier 2. We can at least put 2 of those in there as well. So stack upgrade tier 2 requiring stack upgrade tier 1 requiring logs around an upgrade base requiring planks around a thingo. So we need a bunch more planks, and for that I might just literally put a bunch of planks in the computer. There we go. Just dump a bunch of them in there. What chest do you reckon they went into? That one? Nope. They went into that one. That's fun. Alright, so we gotta make one of these, one of these, one of these. So we need well, 2 of these in fact. 1, 2. Stick it back in the computer. Which means we need 2 of these. Oh. Did I not do that? Okay. Alright. Stick them back in the computer. And so now I'm going to need 4 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And 2 of those. Okay, done. There we go. There's our pair of stack upgrades. Nice. And that's computers for you. So we can start just dumping stuff in. Now, I did have these things just like sitting around. Oh, there was another one there. There was already a stack upgrade tier 2 there. Oh no. That's fine. Maybe that tells us we should make a 3rd chest. These were just sitting here because we were using them from mechanism and from refined storage. Yeah, definitely a third one. That's all there is to it. So let's go. Third chest. Spruce barrel. Missing a redstone torch. Wow, okay. Craft us a redstone torch. Make us a spruce barrel. Let's dye this one a funny colour. Because we said we wanted them all different colours, right? There were ways to colour them, weren't there? Yeah, just like make them all different colours. So what's an easy dye that we've got in the computer? Like, we've definitely got red dye. And by definitely got red dye, I mean we've got to go over and like actually grab a poppy and make red dye. Oh, we've got lime green dye. Let's make a red one. Because we've got like thousands of poppies from this mate. Hello. There we go, red dye. And then we've got a barrel. Putting it in different parts is actually colouring different parts of it. Like, you can colour like the trim like a certain colour. You can colour the inside of things except for the trim. You can colour the faces, I guess, from the looks of that. No, that's trim as well. I want to colour the faces. I want it to look like that. I'll just place it down and see how it looks in the world. There we go. Got ourselves a blood red barrel. Let's go with the others. Don't go in the lava. Alright. And we want to upgrade it to an iron one. Surrounded by iron. Oops, I'm picking up other things. So it gets a little iron corners in it now. So that's great. Iron will do. We'll stick it here on top of the others. Just make a little pile of things. We've got one stack upgrade we can put in it. There we go. We might as well make the second, just because we can. So that requires one of them, which requires one of them. One of them. And that still requires two more of them. One of them. Okay. There we go. 2 stack upgrades for you, 2 for you, 2 for you. We now have a massive storage system. So, what we can do, we can start dumping some things in. So, I think we discovered we can't pick up these chests, didn't we? Like, oh no, that's just a complete lie. Okay, I can just pick up a chest. I was almost certain I couldn't do this last time, because I was dealing with like getting like cardboard boxes and all sorts of things. So, what's the smartest way to get this into things, apart from just breaking it up and putting it in? I reckon I can hopper it in. Have I got any hoppers left? I mean, you just make a hopper, don't you? I got chests. You know, I got chests for days in one of these chests over here. There we go. Which will all be in the computer soon. Make a hopper. Oh, not like that. Not like that. Don't just type in hopper. I know the recipe. Just make one. There we go. Alright. Now, question. If I stick a hopper straight into the controller, and this might not work at all, but if I put a hopper into the controller, can I just put items into the controller? Like, is that allowed? So for example, the storage linking tool, maybe that's probably too precious. Baked potato. Is there baked potato in the computer currently? There's not. Okay. I'll have a baked potato. Alright. I'll put it in the hopper. It's gone. It's not in the hopper anymore. Is it in the computer? It is. It's in the computer. Oh yeah, I can totally put it in one of the chests. No, I'm trying to avoid having to take items one by one myself out of a chest and into a chest. Like, I was just hoping I could just pump them into the storage controller. There you go. It's gone into that one. Perfect. So, all that means is I've just got to take this hopper. Oh no, the hopper's fine. All I got to do is take this chest and sit it on top of the hopper. Hey Skeevers! Thanks for tuning in. We're just getting a computer ready. There. And like that, items are emptying out of the hopper and are just going into the computer somewhere, presumably into this chest. There they are. So we're just dumping stuff in. So this is our safe and reliable way to move stuff over now. So let's sleep, because this rain's no good. We don't need any more Endermen right now, so we can cancel that rain. Get the chest of weird miscellaneous things. Take it over. Oh, so heavy. Oh, I can jump. Wow, I'm slow, but I can actually jump walk. That seems like a bit of a hack. Okay, that needs to go in. And that's like in burning zone. So let's not put it there. Let's go get some more. Random question, Sharky. Do we need milk? I don't want to get out of bed and check, but I need to place the shopping order. Alright. Because we've had a third surgery on Friday. Oof. Loading you up. Can I pick up? I can. I can just take half of a double chest. Alright, sure. Over there. Alright, let me move this chest, Skeevers, and then I'll go check the milk. Boing, boing, boing. Boing, boing, boing. Is this faster? I don't know if this is faster. Alright. You thought I'd know. I mean, you'd think I'd know. It makes sense that I should know. That went in the system, didn't it? Because I didn't pick it up. That's fine. It can go in there. Oh, what have I done? What? Oh, that's coarse dirt. Oh. Into the computer with you. Let's put that chest up there. Alright. And let's watch that empty. You guys watch that empty while I go and check the milk. Alright, we are back. Wow, and the chest is empty. Well, we've gone that long. Let's get rid of that then. Let's see. I can report back, Skeevers, there is less than half a bottle of 2-litre milk left, but it's more than like a quarter. It's like a third of a bottle. There we go. Put that one up there, and then I'll see what I've missed out on in chat. That's going to empty quick. What's chat been saying? Sleep schedule's still messed up, feeling a lot better. Yeah. Completely crashed out after the work meeting today. Slept from 3:30 to 7:30. Nice. I mean, well, nice to be able to get in some sleep. You know what I mean? Great. Sounds good. Finished the meeting at 5:15. It was more like 5:30, Skeevers. Yeah, I kept that work meeting going. Yes, should be okay on the milk until till Saturday. What are we today? Monday. Should be okay till Saturday. On Monday, ooh, I don't know about that, but yeah, yep. Oh, what's this? Watch streak. Skeevers is currently on a 3-stream streak. Congratulations, Skeevers. I don't even know that's a thing. Alright, let's break that one. No, I meant break the chest, not break the axe. That's alright, we can make a new axe. We've got iron right there. We've got sticks on us. And my axe. I can get some before I forgot it was Monday. You thought it was Wednesday? Oh dear. Getting too far into the week. We'll put this one on, and now we'll see just how full the system's getting. That one's chockers. Oh, jetpack. Ooh, jetpack. Alright, that one's chockers. That one's starting to fill up. That one's also chockers. Okay, sure, that's fine. So, over time, the system is going to just completely forget about what chest is what chest. Like, this one started as the precious chest with all of our good precious materials in it. As we take things in and out, that's going to start moving. They'll just end up in whatever chest the system puts them in. There's probably some rules, like clockwise first or something, but doesn't really matter, because we're not going to look in these ourselves anymore. That's the computer's job, to look inside of them. That's done. Sharky, didn't say you'd be streaming next on Wednesday. I don't know, did I? I think the watch streak thing started to show up in November or December. Oh, yeah. That sounds like Skeevers saying that she'd stream on Wednesday. That'd be a very Skeevers thing to say. I only streamed on Wednesday that one time that I streamed like 3 or 4 times a week. Because... Oh, the villagers! They can live in the computer, can't they? I mean, I don't know that they should, because they all take up one stack. Maybe I won't put them in the computer, because that seems weird to digitize them. But this thing, absolutely. Get all that in the computer. Watching my 2 streams last week, then this one, yes, of course. Absolutely usually watch on the iPad. Just gives us Sharky, this one made a phone, which is just Skeevers. I don't know why it keeps capsing my username. Trying to autocorrect your username to all caps. And then it's just this one. And then I think that's all of our chests. Alright? Because all the rest of the stuff is like over in other places. Like, we've got all of our things in here, which are slowly filling up. Oh, it was over here with the coconut one. Yeah, it's really filling up. So we should put some of that in the computer for sure. Let's take out a few stacks of that. Oh no, I can't put it back in because I've clicked on it. Alright, I guess we're taking that out. Yeah. Alright, rookie mistake. So they can all go in the computer now. What can I even use a coconut for? Nothing. I can't use a coconut for anything. What happens if I put a coconut down? It looks like a coconut. Uh-huh. What happens if I break a coconut? I get a coconut back. So what do I need coconuts for? What? They're not in any recipes. Alright, into the computer they go. Are they edible? Nope. Right clicking, nothing happens. Cannot be eaten. They can just clog the computer up now. There we go. Get rid of that iron from there. How are we going? It is slowly filling up, like... Oh, but look at that. I love how we get 262 coconut logs in one stack. Like, that's just brilliant. That's why we've got the stack upgrades. Oh, what's this about jinxing Netflix? Let me see. I want to watch something on Netflix, but I don't want to jinx it till we finish it. Yes. Yep, okay. No, very good. Is there a way you can eat them like melon slices? Well, there was no crafting recipe for them. So I can't turn them into anything. Like, I can't break them apart. Oh, that was another Enderman teleporting around. There he goes. Look at that. Are we brave enough to go for him again? I don't even have a sword out. Oh, he's actually gone now. After I get the sword out, just vanishes. Never mind. No. Like I said, Skeevers, there is no crafting recipe for them. Like, they are not used in a recipe at all. Coconut. Like, there's a recipe for how you make them. Coconut seeds turn into coconuts. But there's no recipe for how you use them. Which means they can't be crafted, they can't be put in a machine, can't be cooked, can't be done anything with. So, I have no idea. They're just a mystery. In go our oranges from Jaffabricate. We can break that chest. And then the last one. Stick that one in there. And you know what? Here's a crazy idea. Here's a really crazy idea since it's our last chest. What's in it? Yeah, this will be fine. Okay. Oh, can I strip them? Let's try that. Bam! Look at that. Blah, 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 blah. Did that work? It did. A bunch of stuff landed in the hopper. Now, I mean, a bunch of stuff has landed on the floor as well, so it didn't work as good as I'd hoped. I should have put some barriers around it so it didn't just spill everywhere, but that's kind of fun, right? Now they're just straight in the hopper. Oh no, it's not fun. The system's full. The system's full. It's not fun at all. Oh no! Items despawning. Ah, it's nighttime. Sleep. That was the absolute wrong time to do that. Let's fix this and then we can strip some logs. Chest. Give me a chest. Alright, because I just need something to put these items in. Because that was just a bad idea. Alright. There we go. It's just collecting them into there. That's fine. Okay, well it looks like... Oh, there was more on the ground? Sure, alright. Didn't even notice that. Is that all of it now? Alright. Well, yeah, we've already filled everything up. Which is not good. You don't want to completely fill your storage system, because if you do, you jam it up when you're trying to craft recipes and things don't work properly. So you've always got to have a little bit of space in your storage system, which means we need more barrels. Time for more barrels. And that's going to require more redstone torches. Google says maybe they break when dropped from a height. Ooh, that's a fun idea. I will just get some out. Where are we? Coconut. There we go. There's one. Let me strip it with an axe. Nope, stripping it with an axe does nothing. Shovel does nothing. Pick does nothing. I can't strip it. You're right. Could be a different mods version. Yeah, is it a gravity-based block? If I put it on the side up here, No, I can't. I cannot place it on the side of a block. I can only place it on the ground. Okay, so it doesn't fall like gravity. It doesn't fall under gravity like sand and gravel does. So I don't know how I would drop it. Let's get some more barrels. We'll just continue to make spruce barrels. I think that's fine. Spruce barrels. Let's make ourselves 2 more. 1, 2. And we need to upgrade both of these to iron. Oh no, see, okay, so here's the problem. I've taken some things out of the computer and I can't put them back in, because now it's filling up with other things. So this is the danger of having a completely locked up computer, because that's stuck in my inventory now. But we're about to put these barrels down, so we're fine. Put that one there, put that one on top there, and they're already filling up. Look at that, great. Stick this back in the computer, stick that in the computer. But I need to make upgrade slots for these so that things stack properly. So more of these upgrades. So 4 more of these, which is 4 of these, which is 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 of these, 1, 2, 3, 4. And so 4 of these, so 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good thing we have infinite iron. And so 4 of those. And so bam, 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 bam. Alright. They've got their upgrades. That's all fine. And that chest is emptying. Excellent. No, it's the Ecologics coconut. When it falls from a coconut tree, it breaks into coconut slices and has a chance to spawn a crab. Well, that is the one we've got, yeah. We've got coconut slices, yeah. So, have we just managed to silk touch pick up some actual coconuts that didn't break? Yeah, when it falls from oh, well, no, we didn't. We're getting them from the botany pot. So, in fact, this is a waste product then. Yeah. Yeah, so normally you shouldn't be able to make these, right? That's the whole thing. It's because we're doing this very against nature thing and stuffing a coconut seed in a hopper botany pot that we're forcing it to produce coconuts for us. Because normally they should be falling from a tree, but they're not. They're just spawning into a hopper botany pot, which means we're getting like useless coconuts. So what about the coconut slice? I mean, yeah, I can use it with crab meat to make tropical stew, and I can do all the stuff with it. Alright, but I can't make it out of that. That's okay. That's fine, I reckon. Let me put that storage linking tool. Yeah, everything links. Nice. Okay. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Alright, so that has, for the time being, fixed our storage dilemmas. We've got plenty of stuff all in the computer. We've got, oh actually, I was going to say we've got nothing left here, but that's a lie. We've got this smelting system that's full of bricks. Well, that can go in the computer. I don't need that here anymore. Come on, pick it up. Pick it up, come on. Pick it up, here we go. So I don't know what makes it pick up and what makes it open. That's still a mystery to me. Pick that up, put that on there, empty out the bricks. And this other one, which is the bone meal one, I mean, that's just slowly producing bone meal in this system, so there's kind of no point moving it. Oh, Gabby in the chat there coming through with an idea. Maybe you could try placing the coconut on a block and then breaking that block so it falls. Now that's an idea. That is a good idea, Gabby. Let me get that ban restricted spam chat person underneath that you guys can't see. Ban that. Okay. Great idea. Let me make a little dirt pillar. Get the coconut out. Alright. Stick the coconut up on top. There we go. So we have a coconut. And if I take out this, will this fall by gravity? Alright, place your bets. Is this going to fall due to gravity? Here we go. It will. A lot of things happened there. First thing, shovel broke. Second thing, when I broke the block it was placed on, it launched itself off into the world as a block, much the same way as a cactus would. Like if you were to break, the block underneath a cactus, the bit of cactus would just become a block of cactus. So that was a really good idea, but I don't think that works either, because it looks like it just excuse me, it looks like it just comes apart. That's going to take forever. That's fine. That's what the system's for. What do we got in our backpack? That's right. Oh, and all the lava. Nice. Oh yeah, and so of course now that we've got all this kind of stuff going, yeah, I think I needed ender pearls for this too, didn't I? The eating upgrade. Yeah, in the sophisticated storage. Yeah, advanced feeding upgrade requires a regular feeding upgrade, which requires an ender pearl. Yeah, so that was the other thing we could have spent our ender pearl on. A feeding upgrade. So, thanks for the follow, Gabby. Glad to have you with us. I think we need to take the plunge and actually do the business with the nether to start getting ender pearls. Alright, we might leave the factory going for a bit, and we might have to brave the nether one more time, get some piglins. Okay, but I'm thinking, obviously, well, you can't come with this emu, you're gonna have to stay here. We're gonna have to take another gyrocopter, but I am thinking, rather than just gyrocoptering around the nether, which is kinda scary, wouldn't it be cool if instead we jetpacked around the nether? With this jetpack that we made last time for no particular reason. We have no way to fuel it. It's currently completely empty. What can I do? I can make a jetpack unit. I can make an armored jetpack. What does that need? Bronze? Diamond dust? Steel blocks? Okay, so that counts as armor on a jetpack as well. Sure. But it needs like hydrogen or something, right? If I take this out, let's have a look at this. It's on, but it doesn't do anything. So it needs, as I understand it, it needs hydrogen. I might be wrong about this completely. And so we need to think about a setup on how to get hydrogen. Oh, wow. To go into the jetpack. There we go. Yeah, see, that's how I knew. Right. So a jetpack can have stored hydrogen in it. 24 buckets worth of stored hydrogen. So how do I do that? Well, that's just the crafting recipe for a jetpack. I would need to be able to get hydrogen gas in some sort of, that's add astra hydrogen, that's create hydrogen, is that maybe? There's mechanism, oh that's hydrofluoric acid, there's mechanism hydrogen. Okay, so how do I get this? Mechanism hydrogen, decondensating. I could turn other sorts of hydrogens back into hydrogen. Right. That doesn't seem right. Electrolytic separator. I remember those words. An electrolytic separator can turn water, or seed oil, or biofuel, oh wow, but water in particular, into hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, here we go. I'm not doing a pressurized reaction chamber. That's not happening. Okay, so we can electrolytically separate out hydrogen and oxygen from water. Right. We can make all this, right? Infused alloy. Yeah, we just need the metallurgic infuser back out and stuff. Okay, so we need to steal a bit of power and make an actual metallurgic infuser setup with all this. Let's have a bit of a nap. And before we rush to the nether, let's investigate jetpacks. So I still had some cable in here. Yep, basic universal cable. Let me just move some cable over this way. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Just for now. So it was the what was it called? Metallurgic infuser. That's it. So stick this boy here. He's filled with power instantly filled with power. It's great. So to make this thing iron fine, redstone fine, we need 2 infused alloy. This thing, oh, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 7 infused alloy. So that is 7 iron ingots with redstone. So 7 iron ingots, 7 redstone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that and that. So that's going to happen. That. The rest of this is just redstone and stuff. What was this? So osmium, 2 osmium from mechanism, and then 2 gold dust from just whatever, mechanism or thermal. That scares me a little bit. Yeah. So how am I getting these? Osmium dust. I need a crusher, like a mechanism crusher, to crush an osmium ingot. How do I make a crusher? Redstone dusts, buckets of lava, steel casing, which is using more steel. I'm having to actually do a lot of mechanism to get this going. That's fine. Let's do it. Let's do mechanism. Let's do a lot of mechanism to get this going. I feel like we need to just make a ton of infused alloy, because this is just going to be just generally useful for this type of thing. So let's just stick a bunch more in. Fire. Bonk. Whoa! It's because it's a thunderstorm. What if we slept? Alright. That's ticking away. Excellent. So, following through this winding chain of things. No, not that one. Not that one either. That one. A crusher. So, crusher requiring 2 buckets of lava. 2 of these control circuits. Control circuits are osmium with 2 redstone. I don't have that much osmium. Where are we getting osmium from? Yeah. Doing all the blasting and stuff. I think osmium is just in the world, right? We're not making that out of thin air. Crushed raw osmium. Osmium nuggets turn into osmium ingots, right? This stuff here. that's what we were just at. Oh, here we go, raw osmium. Yeah, so... Yeah, washing crushed raw osmium, I get nuggets, yeah. I think osmium is just from the world. It's not from Tough or my secret stuff. I just need to go mining for actual osmium. Ah, dear. That's a thing I didn't want to have to say or think about. The other thing was steel. I saw there was steel in that recipe. Yeah, in this steel casing. We need more osmium ingots. And we need steel. Now, I'm pretty sure we had a bunch of steel. Tooth coming in with the mining level there, 12 to 36. Yep, let's go down to the Mimic Cave, because there will be osmium down there for sure, and we can mine some Tough while we're there. Did we have steel in the computer? Did we already make... We do. We've got mechanism steel. So we've done this before. So, how do we make mechanism steel? From mechanism steel dust. Yeah. How do we make mechanism steel dust? From enriched iron, right. Okay, so it's just a metallurgic infuser. Alright, that's easy. That's easy. So putting charcoal, so one charcoal with iron makes enriched iron. One more charcoal with enriched iron makes steel dust. Okay, easy. Easy. Where's our... Do we have charcoal or is it just regular coal we've got? Yeah, let's just use the regular coal then. And then that with that. So this is done. So bam, bam. And I need another 16, don't I? Didn't think about that. So we've got a bunch of infused alloy. Let's stick that in the computer. What was the thing? Fuse iron with redstone. Yeah. Other pages say 9 to 50, another page says best depth is minus 32. Yeah. That sounds about right, doesn't it? Yep. No worries. We'll figure that out. The other thing we needed was like crushed gold, I think. Yeah, this gold dust. So mechanism gold dust or thermal series gold dust. Which we're not making pulverizers. Oh, we could just make a pulverizer to crush gold dust. No, we're not making a pulverizer. Oh, and that's iron dust. Iron and gold. So the mechanism one, yeah, is in the crusher. Just crushing gold dust. So the crusher will be used for multiple things. The crusher is the mechanism version of the pulverizer. Yeah. So that's fine. So we just need to make a crusher. That's just gonna crush iron exactly the same way. Yeah, it's fine. Fine, we can make Invar, we can do all sorts of things. We can turn it back into things, blast it back. Yeah. Excellent. Okay, so, yep, metallurgic infuser and crusher are like necessary things. We'll let that cook for a bit. Once that's done, we can put it back in, start turning it into the steel. Get the steel on the go, get just enough going that we can make what is it? It's a steel casing is what we're really aiming at here. So that needs 4 steel, 4 glass, and an osmium ingot. And I think we've got 1 osmium, don't we? Yep, we do have 1 osmium. We've got glass. Yep, that was fine. What else did I say we needed in all that? Redstone. Oh, 2 buckets of lava. That's what I was thinking of. Yep. So bucket. 2 buckets of lava we can do. There's one. There's 1. There's 2. Alright, there's 2 buckets of lava. That comes out, that goes back in, gets infused a second time, and that should start making steel, right? Steel dust. Perfect. Okay, which we can go and blast in a second. So, it was like 4 or 5 steel that we needed. Clicked on the wrong thing. Yep, 4 steel. We'll just wait for a 4th one to come out and just greedily rush this. Okay. Run over to the dangerous blasty thing. There we go. Stick our steel on there. Let it cook. There we go. 4 steel ingots. Alright. So we got that. That's just continuing to make more, which is great. And so for redstone, that's fine. 2 basic control circuits. Oh, okay, so this is where we just need to get a ton more osmium. Okay, osmium time. Alright. New shovel. Can't help but notice that iron is moving further and further down the list. This chest is finally done. Yep. You can go into there now. I'll leave that hopper there because that's actually like kind of handy. It's not a bad setup. We're definitely going to need more in the way of iron picks though. That's going to go on us very soon. Alright. And, well, that can tick away. We'll take that out. We'll go and bake it. And while it's baking, we'll go down to the Mimic Cave, see if there happens to be any osmium left in the walls. Check what depth we're at. Oh, we hit the corner there. Come in from the illegal side. There we go. Watch out for the Haunter. There we go. Oh, and the cows. You guys haven't disappeared again this week, have you? Because last week, a bunch of cows were mysteriously dead. And I think you're all fine. I think that's all of them. Okay. Down to the Mimic Cave. Not Nether Fortress, Mimic Cave. Alright. So, what level are we at? That kind of annoyingly doesn't help. -10. Where does this tell me -10? Yeah, if I like mouse over right there. -11, -10. Okay. Alright. So that's outside of all of Cthulhu's ranges. That's fine. That's fine. Is that osmium right there? That is literally osmium. Deep slate osmium in the roof. Would you look at that? And there's a bunch of it. Wait. Wait. What? Was that one piece there osmium and was all of that tin? I'm going to need to check the footage on that. Really? Oh, man. I mean, yeah, that gets us tin for mechanism as well. Sure. Okay, got my hopes up a lot there. I'm gonna do that. That looks real nasty, but I'm gonna do it. That's lead. Alright. And this is don't go down this direction kind of stuff. Why is it dark down here? Why have we not lit this up? This seems bad. Why was this never lit up? Gabby coming in with the yep. Okay, that'll be confirmation. Confirmation that I did something funny. Yeah, with that tin. Yeah. Rhyolite. Yeah, that's that rhyolite stuff. We never really figured out what it's used for. Polished rhyolite. It is actually a stone. Okay. Yeah, sure. It's a type of stone. Let's be brave. Whoa. Okay, we're going to chicken out very quick. Well, that's one of the many entrances to our ancient city. Yep. That's maybe why we didn't go down here. Oh, there's something in the walls. It's tin. Okay. And of course, I jumped down a 2-block hole for some reason to get down in there. Okay. What about the other way around in the cave? That goes up, doesn't it? This one stays down low. Copper everywhere. This just connects through to the other direction. I will dig in here briefly. Just to smash that guy. Nothing. And to light you up. And this just leads us into various other directions and things. It'd be nice if I knew what osmium looked like. Like if I knew it looked like that, then I would know what I was going for. So, is that more of it there too? Whereabouts are we relative to things? That is more of it. That's a lot more of it. That's tin. Why can I hear great noises? Where are we? Where is this? Trying to sort of work out how this connects to the other bit we were just in. But maybe it's fully separate from it. And then this just goes into all sorts of directions, which I'm just happily ignoring. But yeah, let's get this. That's nickel. Let's get this osmium here. Hello, osmium. Thank you. Up to 6. And let's get this osmium here. Oh, that's a bunch more. Up to 18. Nice, okay. Just do that. Yeah, so that one is also tin. That's more tin. That's deep slate tin, though. Yeah, there's definitely scary noises coming from through there. So, where is this? Where are we? Oh, the scary noises are from up there, maybe. I do not like that. Yeah. Scary noises are up that way. That's more ceiling osmium. That's tin. Just check, are we okay to dig in the ceiling there? Oh, that's that bit of fluoride. I know where we are. Okay. I know where we are. Okay. Up to 22 now. Nice. So, yep, that's these bits of fluorides. There's more lead in the ceiling here. Yep, so we're just in this other branch. Okay, so now we're back out into the open. So down there's the Mimic Cave that way. That's tin. Yep, now that we know what we're looking for, sort of. That's silver. That's more fluoride. That's more lead. That's more nickel. What's that? That is the silver. Yep. So in all of this exposed stuff we dug out last time, is there any more that we've opened up here? That's more tin. Lead. What's that up there? That's osmium. Well, there's a couple of them. Alright, I'm going to put a torch up there so I can see what I've done. Yeah, yep, there's the copper. Is that? No, that's not it. That's tin again. That's some up there though, isn't it? Yep, regular osmium as well as deep slate osmium. Up in the ceiling. And zinc. I mean, we can actually get zinc now from crushing and stuff, but that's fine. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Okay. 2 bits of zinc, 34 osmium. I mean, this is plenty. This is fine. That's more lead. Niter. So here's our other entrance to the I was going to say to the upside down for a minute then, but that's wrong series. Osmium, ceiling osmium. Okay. Whoop. Oop, don't do that, don't do that. Oh, come on. Have I got the achievement for that yet? Sneak near one of these things? Nope, apparently I haven't. Nice. Alright. Mining. What's that? Tin. And deep slate tin. 45. Yes, yes. And then this hole here, which presumably just connects around to more of it. No, this is a genuine deeper hole. Oh yeah, it does. It connects around to more of it. Yeah. But yeah, this is the bit that had uranium. Yep, there's the uranium. I think that's lapis over there. Yep, deep slate lapis. Another pot. Torches in that one. Nice. Bit of deep slate gold, but we're getting into the scary zone, so that's fine. Okay. I think we've exhausted the vicinity of the Mimic Cave without taking the route back up to the surface. Just doing all the lower connective areas. No, wrong way. So let's get back out of here. Yeah, let's break the urn there. What's in that? Bones. I don't want to go breaking too much stuff here because this is like a historic site, as it were. Yes, it was down through there we went. Yeah. That's fair. And yeah, we sort of poked around up there briefly. Okay, back we go. The Jaffa factory with all of our stuff. So raw osmium, we can crush and do all this sort of stuff and then blast. Yeah, so let's stick some of this stuff in the crusher. Yeah. Osmium. And the tin went in there, and I guess the zinc goes in there, and the copper goes in there. Can you put bones in there? You absolutely can. You get bone meal. And a chance of dye. Let's... Wait. You might want bones for something else. What's that? Oof. Yeah, maybe before I go just wasting bones. Because you never know. There's always those fringe cases where you're like, I wish I had a bone for something. Because it's a recipe you can't undo. And this rhyolite, yeah, what was its story? It's just a type of stone, isn't it? It's just the thing that got me was it's from a mod called Twigs. But it's definitely a type of stone, based on the fact that it goes into a stone cutter and can be compacted into polished rhyolite. Which can be further compacted into bricks. Sure. Which can be made into slabs and blasted to come back to normal. Great. So all that is sorted now. So now this crushed stuff, I think its job is to go in the blaster again now, isn't it? Yes. So it goes back into the blaster now. We're slowly learning the sequence. I'll take that out. That's fine. So crushed copper can go in there. That's the rest of our steel. Crushed zinc is next. There we go. Tin will be next. And then all that osmium. 45 more osmium ingots. Nice. Pause for a quick sip of water. Oh, that's done. Put that one on. Alright, and that should, excuse me, that water. That should keep us going now for the rest of this mechanism stuff. See the tangents we go on? All I want is ender pearls. I want ender pearls, but to get ender pearls, I want to harvest piglin trades in an easy piglins bartering system. But to do that, I want to go to the nether. But to do that, I want a jetpack. And to do that, I need hydrogen. And to do that, I need to basically do all of mechanism to get to hydrogen. Oh dear. So, alright, just stuff all of that back into the computer. And even that, and even the deep slate. And the nuggets of experience. And that one. Right. Okay, I think we're good. So, we needed... no, not that. 2 of these. 2 basic control circuits. So that's just osmium and 2 redstone. Okay, so I shouldn't have got rid of the osmium quite so quick. And I needed 2 of them, so that's 4. And then it's just steel and stuff. Yeah, an osmium ingot, steel, glass. Yeah, so we can start making some of that. Okay. Bam, bam. Alright, so this thing. Yep, steel casing, in it goes. And then this thing. Crusher. Done. Alright. So we have ourselves a crusher, which we can put there. Instantly filled with power. Beautiful. So now the crusher, with all of its inputs and configs and things, which we don't need to worry about, we're not automating systems with it. We can make 2 osmium dust, a gold dust and an iron dust. And this is just directly crushing. So 2 osmium, a gold and an iron. So 2 osmium, a gold, and an iron. Alright. Yep. Away it goes. We could put like speed upgrades or things like that in here. I believe that's what that is. Upgrades. Yeah, speed upgrade, energy upgrade, muffling upgrade. Make it go faster, all that sort of stuff, but this is fine. Because we're making just one-off things. Alright. So that should be enough to do this thing. Electrolytic core. Perfect. Which should be enough to now make an electrolytic separator. Alright. So we stick you around. Well, I'll stick you here for now, but I'm pretty sure we're going to have to move you. Because you look like you've got tanks on the sides and stuff. Well, maybe that's fine. You look like you've got multiple outputs for multiple different tanks and things. So, you put water in you and you're going to separate into stuff. But, I don't want to just put water into you by buckets. We probably want to be putting water into you by the mechanism thing that creates water. Which last I checked was called an aqueous accumulator. So, water. Nope, aqueous accumulator, it was the thermal one. It's now a condensating. Rotary condenser? Oh. Yeah, you don't need oxygen, so you can vent that right next to the lava. Nice. Water vapor? I don't understand. Can't set up a waterfall flowing into it. It's not really quite like that. Ooh, item draining. Oh, wait. That's an infinite water source, isn't it? Bucket of water into an item drain. I'm pretty sure that's an infinite water source. Ooh, electric pump. There we go. Gabby's got some ideas for us. Alright. Let's see. Pump. Electric pump. That's PI. Pump. Oh, from create. Oh. Oh, no, there's a mechanism one. There we go. Stored energy. No. Ah, so that'll just pump from water below. Right. Okay, I can kind of see that from there. So, bucket, more steel casing, more... That's fine, we've got all this. We can do that. Alright, requires power. Okay, so, this thing needs one of these. Bam. One of these. Alright, electric pump. Let me just stick it onto the cables, just wherever, and I can just look at the sides and things. So, yeah, it looks like it's going to take water in from the bottom. Yep. Empty. Right, and something is going to happen. Okay. Right. And it's got upgrades and things too. So, let's test this out. Let me pick this up. So if I put that on top of water, and let's just move some stuff for now. Like, let's just move this crusher, because we've crushed everything we need for the time being. Let's stick the crusher on top of here, like like that. If I put a water source there, alright, and I put the pump on top of it, we're just making things up here. Yeah, that's filling up with water. Right. And that looks like that can output to something, like an electrolytic separator. So let's move you on top of that. Let's put you here. Okay. And it just works, just like that. It just works. That's filling up with water, which is turning into hydrogen and oxygen. Okay. And I could make somewhere to store this, but I don't need to, because I reckon I can just put the jetpack straight into that slot there. And it probably fills it with hydrogen. I think 24,000 millibuckets. 24 buckets worth of hydrogen was the max, so maybe we should have somewhere to put it, because that's not going to fill up with very much. Like, that's at 3/4 full already. That's only going to go to 2,000. Yeah, we need somewhere to store this. Energy upgrade, speed upgrade. Okay, so we need, hydrogen. Let's go back to the hydrogen again. Hydrogen. Okay, and the minute anything's full, it stops. Okay, so hydrogen, yeah, so contents and training, that's just putting into other things, yeah. No, I don't want that, I just want to make a tank, yeah. A fluid tank from mechanism. Set oxygen side to dump excess. Sounds good. Let me figure that out. Side config. Gases, fluids, energy. Gases. Eject on. Gases. Eject on. Let's see. You're right, it's gas, not fluid. You are right. I'm going to have to think about this now. So, left output 1, right output 2. Yep, so right is output 2, which is the other thing. Output 1, output 2. Auto eject. Let me think this through. Dumping excess, there we go. Dumping. Alright. There we go. So that's just perpetually dumping that. So yeah, we get like 2.4 buckets worth of hydrogen in that, which I'd like this to fill up with more, so yeah. Yeah, it's a hydrogen tank. Yeah, hydrogen. I think it's a fluid tank's gonna work. Like, there's no such thing as a gas tank in this sense. Fluid tank. So mechanism fluid tank. I mean, there's create fluid tanks. Mechanism basic fluid tank. Yeah, there it is. So, you know, fluid tank with hydrogen in it. Yeah. Okay, basic fluid tank. Ridiculously easy. Let's make it. Chemical tank. Now that I've seen that, do we maybe think about making a chemical tank? Liquid hydrogen is a different substance. Oh, I guess it is. Sure, alright. I trust you, chat. Chemical tank. Oh yeah, well, we were using these in the crafting recipe for the jetpack, weren't we? Like, yeah, we used a basic chemical tank in the crafting recipe. That does make sense. So, basic chemical tank. Yeah, because that can fill with... There it is. hydrogen. I mean, that's the creative tank, but you know what I mean. Right, basic chemical tank. Yeah, well, again, we've made these before. That's fine. That holds 64,000 buckets. Yeah, which was something like the capacity of the jetpack. What was the... No, 24,000. Plenty. Okay. Right. So if I were to just simply like shove this on the side of this, simple as that. That is just exporting out of that hole into this thing, filling up with hydrogen gas. And if I stick the jetpack in here, now it's filling up the jetpack. Right. Amazing. Okay. So it's not the prettiest setup. We could definitely sort of make this a little bit nicer. But for the time being, let's put down the other thing that we picked up. Oh no, we did. It's up here now. The crusher. Maybe I'll put the crusher down around the back, because it looks a little bit ugly up there. Should put the crusher down there. Because this hovering up in the air is funny but acceptable. I can't put it on the top. You know. So we just go there whenever we want to fill up the jetpack, plop it in there, jetpack fills up, and then we go flying. Let's put some water back in our water bucket. There we go. Stick that stone back in the computer. Get rid of that. Nice. Okay. How's the coconut chest? Is it jammed again yet? No, but it's getting there. Make a second tank. You can take one tank with you on trips. Interesting. I can take a tank with me in my backpack. So I have portable hydrogen with me on the go. That's a great idea, and they're quite cheap to make. There we go. Backpack. It's empty at the moment, but you know, I'll put some in one of them. Obviously, we can speed this up a little bit, and maybe we should think about that. This can take a speed upgrade. Obviously, we're drawing power from like the same system here. We're not like taxing these. I can't even see one. Let me go around to a side where I can see one. Huh. That's empty. That's empty. This is scary. Can I see that one in there? Eh. That's empty. That's empty. We are losing power. Nope, computer's about to shut off. Right, we're out of power. Well, computer's not about to shut off, but we're now running at the speed things are going. Yeah, they eat power with upgrades or without. Yeah. So there was an energy upgrade, increases the energy efficiency. So that's like a thing. Let's look at these upgrades. We are gonna kill things. Like we're gonna have to get a better power system at some point. So energy upgrade, like this thing, a mechanism energy upgrade. Alright. That just takes glass, gold, dust, and infused alloy. Increases energy efficiency and capacity of machinery, maximum installed 8. Yeah. Let's get rid of that chat evader ban user. Bam, there we go. Alright. We do have to crush a gold. Let's, whoops, that's 2. Let's crush a gold, if we've got enough power to do that. Yeah, it's holding power. That pump, yeah, that's using power too. Not enough room in output. Yeah, we're constantly, yeah, we're sort of, yeah, we're really right on the verge of things. Things are like just barely scraping through. Crushed. And we did so well getting this whole lava system set up. One of these, energy upgrade. So this is trying to use 160 FE per tick. That's using nothing. Of course, that's using nothing too. That's not going to show us what it's wanting or using or anything. Let's just... So that's trying to use 160 FE per tick. Let me put... How do I do this? How does one apply an upgrade? If I right click on it with it. Shift right click on it with it. There you go, it's applied an upgrade. Energy. Okay. Still trying to use 160 FE per tick. Mount 1 of 8. Effect 1.33 times. Sure. That may have done nothing, but that's fine. Good news is that jetpack's almost nearly full. I'm going to take it out briefly, let that back up for a bit, because we also need to figure out how to use it. So next thing is figuring out its controls and stuff. So it's the mechanism jetpack, and we need to check what our controls for all that are. So gameplay inventory and a multiplayer miscellaneous at Astra. Create JEI mechanism. Here we go. All right. That was no help. Chest mode switch. Maybe that's what it is. It's also used for the open and close the curios inventory. Open guide for items. Alex Cave settings menu. Open wireless crafting grid. Wow. I think it's G. I think it is. Quark stuff. Quark miscellaneous. Refined storage. Control X to clear the grid crafting matrix, really? Sophisticated backpacks, yeah. Steam and rails. Okay, so is it just G? What happens just normally when we press G? Yeah, that opens the curios menu. Yeah, so that's gonna be a problem in the first place. Oh, get free runs for fall damage. You're right. You're right. That's the next thing with jetpacks. Yeah. Good call. Good call. So I'm going to need to change that keybind. Oh, that's statistics. Options, controls, keybind. So G. key G. So mode switch. Yeah, here, open close curios. I don't know. What? How do I? No, that's left button. How do I? No. Can I just make that nothing? Like tab? That tab. Done. Done. What else is tab? Hotbar, swapper, focus, grid. Yeah, that's fine. I don't need any of that. Okay, done. Done. Alright, so G now does nothing. Perfect. Okay, so let's just test this out. Put this on. Bam, it's on. Right. So attempting to fly. Wow. And that does a lot of damage. And so if I push G, hover. Okay, there we go. We're now hovering, which is nice. We're also using hydrogen at about that speed, which looks like it's faster than we're making it. But, and that's like several minutes of hydrogen, I think, if I'm looking at that rate. So how fast that's going down. Yeah, that's several minutes worth. Okay, and when I'm walking around, it's not using hydrogen, it's only while I'm hovering. What about when we're not hovering, when we're just like actually flying? How are we going to test this out? Where's our water? So that I can land in the water. Oh, it's disabled. Regular, hover, disabled. Ah, okay. I said regular. Right. So once on regular, I'm not using it. And now we fly up. We land in the water, we're fine. Okay. So if I fly up, and of course I'm not using it like that because I'm letting go of fly to check the menu. Oh, power's in the bottom left. Oh, there it is. I didn't even see that. Okay. So it's kind of at like that sort of rate. So if I change it to hover, is that more or less? Hover might be using it faster. Not sure. But that's fine. Yeah, it looks pretty close to the same, honestly. Nice. Alright. So, that's that. How's that going? Can we stick a bit more back in? Try and get that like properly filled. Idle. Right. Free runners, yes. They take energy, they take stored energy, so yeah. Save me from fall damage. Energy tablets, ah, yeah, that's a thing too. Okay, so they're fine, because that's just that. Energy tablets, that's actually fine too. Okay, it's not the worst thing in the world. So let's get 2 of these made. 1, 2. They don't stack. Let's get 2 of these. So that's 2 osmium with 4 redstone again. Nice. 2 osmium with 4 redstone in the metallurgic infuser. How's that doing? Just about done. We are like choking for power though. Like, the controller is still at 32 out of 32, which is great. Like, that's good. But the cables have no power in them. Like, everything is running completely to the wire. Like, there we go. It's full, and now it's filling up the tank. Right. Excellent. So let me take that out. Put it on. The, making it armored requires, yeah, like diamond dust and bronze ingots and stuff. Which is probably maybe worth it, honestly. Mechanism bronze or thermal foundation bronze. Because the diamond dust is just going to be from putting diamonds in the crusher, right? Yeah. So we've got to sacrifice 2 diamonds. The block of steel is just a block of steel. Bronze ingot from mechanism. Yeah, bronze blend, bronze dust. Bronze blend from mechanism. Which is, oh, that's crushing a bronze ingot. We're going in a circle. Metallurgic infuser. Oh, yep, tin with copper dust. Okay, sure. Sure, tin dust. Yeah, okay. And copper dust, and so just putting a bunch of stuff in the crusher. Yeah, so we can actually do that. We can do that. So after we make our free runners, maybe we armor our jetpack. So 2 of these. Free runners, okay. Yeah, I'm free falling. Protect yourself from falling with a pair of free runners. Okay. Which needs power. Alright. So, obviously I can't stick it in here to fill it with hydrogen. That's not a thing. I've got to find one of these bad boys. Like this guy at the back here. A heat generator. I can just stick it in you, can't I? Oh, that side. Sure. Unless I can I do that in anything else? Yeah, like this? No. Just I saw that thing elsewhere. So if we actually had power, and if power wasn't being like constantly getting used, then that would be charging, right? Let me attempt to turn something off. So idle. No, that's the whole dumping thing. Let me change the side config. Let me. Oh, there we go. No, this is about redstone. Some detection normal. Yeah, so but that's off. Okay, I have turned it off. It's now filling back up with power. It's not doing its thing anymore. And that's obviously not producing that. So everything should be filling back up with power now slowly. Alright. Well, this is filling up with power first. So obviously this is still doing nothing. So we wait for that to become full on power. Okay, that's full of power. Cables are now filling up with power. It's like a you know, electricity is a fluid. So once the cables are full of power, then the rest of these things will fill up. Alright, so when they're full, the heat generators will start to backfill again. Okay, that's now full. Yep, so now the heat generators are filling back up with power. But on this one's not, because the free runners are filling up with power. Right, so we had to choke our system a little bit to get that to work. But we'll get that filled up. We'll test how that works. We'll take a crash landing. Let's have a sleep. Just get past this night. see how much power the free runners use up from full damage, just so we know sort of what it's doing for us. Oh wow, that's nearly done. Okay, so now everything's full of power, which means we just turn this bad boy back on and watch everything slowly drain again. Okay, that's fine. So that's producing more hydrogen gas in there. Everything's whirring away. We are slowly chugging the power. So if I go and look at, let's say, this guy. Yeah, this guy's like empty. Yeah, so these have instantly stolen all the power out of them. And the cables must be slowly emptying, though they're not. But yeah, wherever it is in the system, something is like, you know, backlogging, whatever. Anyway, let's put these on. Ah, and now we've got it in the corner. Runners mode regular. Alright. Runners energy, yeah. I didn't. Mode regular. Okay, so what was the keybind for that? Because that's the boots keybind now. Feet mode switch is B, which is backpack. B for backpack. So what about F? F for feet. Oh, that's swap item with offhand. And select the search bar. What's a good button for feet? I don't know. Let's just do that for now, just so I can see what the modes are. Got nothing now. Yeah, that goes into the offhand. So let me just empty our hands. So, fine. So you got regular, you got safety, you've got disabled. So regular, I wonder what safety is. Like, let's float for a bit. Let's hover it for a bit and see what happens. So, okay, that did me no damage, and that used up a little bit of energy of the free runners. Right, not a heap. So that's safety, right? And of course I'm jumping with the jetpack. So let me just take like G to turn that to disabled. Yeah, so no fall damage, and that just used a bunch of stuff. I don't know what the difference between safety and regular is, but I'm going to leave it on safety because I feel like that must use less power than regular. I don't know. It probably feels fine. And F is just what? It's swapping hand. I mean, that is definitely undesirable. I don't want that to happen. Let's find a better key for it. Controls, keybind, category, mech. So, feet switch mode. So, G is currently doing my chest switch. I think step assist. Oh, I don't know if I want that. Actually, let's check that out then. So, it's not letting me. Well, let me switch modes now. Let me put it on regular. So, when it's on regular... Okay, so when it's on regular, it's step assist. I'm not sure if I want that, honestly. Step assist always kind of freaks me out a little bit. So, that's fine. I'm happy to go on to safety then. In which case, I probably almost don't even need that as a hotkey. I could leave it bound to F, because I'm never going to press it again. I think that's fine. That's fine. We'll leave it as is. Chomp, chomp, chomp. This is slowly gassing up with hydrogen. And this is slowly choking for power. Right, yeah, we have now emptied all the power out of the cables. And this is now, yes, constantly struggling for power again. Sure, that's fine. It's gonna happen. That's just what it is. But we can live with it because it's not choking the computer at the moment. It's okay. So, we got ourselves good boots for crash landing. We got ourselves good jetpack for flying. Disabled, but we can adjust that. We need to put on, say, a gold helmet or pants because we're going to the Nether. Would you look at that? Cursor vanishing. Do we have any leggings? That is what they're called, isn't it? Leggings, yeah. No, that's fine. Okay, let's put that on. I guess maybe we stick that in the backpack. Probably no need to, but that's fine. We've obviously got to swap out. Excuse me. We've got to swap out the chemical tank, and you know maybe that's fine for now. If I take that as is with that much in it, swap it for that guy. This is slowly filling back up. Nice. Not for long. Bam. Hydrogen going in that one. Okay. So we've got with us now in our backpack another tank that as an emergency we can throw down, slam in our jetpack for another 17,000 hydrogen, which is nearly a full jetpack's worth back. So that's a good emergency gas tank. I like that. That was a good idea, Katooth. Alright. I think we've got food. Do we take the flying machine? I don't know that we need to take the flying machine. Maybe we take a flying machine just in case. Just so that we've got the option. There we go. Put it in the backpack. Okay. Sticks. 3 sticks. What do I want sticks for, Katooth? Have a sip of water. What I will take is a bucket of lava. Because nether strats. I'm no good at the nether, but I've seen people do things. I'm replacing that bucket of water with a bucket of lava. I keep breaking my tools. You're right. I've got iron as backup for making my tools, but I don't have sticks. That's what these spruce logs are for. There we go. Now they're sticks. There we go. Put them in the backpack as well. I don't need them on me. Okay. Alright. I think we're good to go. I think we're psyched up enough. We're going to lag, though. Chopping around and lagging. So, objective. We're going to the Nether. We want to get set for easy piglins. We want to be able to make a barterer. Nether bricks. Have we already got nether bricks? We can make them out of 4 nether bricks. Do we have anything like that? We got netherrack. No. Okay. So we're also going to need to do that. We're also going to need to just loot some nether bricks and stuff, which is fine. But we need to look for piglins to pick up. We need to look for piglins. How do we look? Do we look like we're prepared? Look at this. We've got pants, just our shirt showing through there. Gold helmet. You can't really see. Let me go back there. I've got a backpack with a jetpack clipping through it. I could turn the backpack off, but I think that's kind of funny. Nice. You can see the free runners there. There we go. All right. I think we're ready. Let's be a big brave boy. Go visit the Nether. It's lagging. There we go. Look at that. There's Nether brick wall. Alright. Welcome to the Nether, everyone. And there's already a bad boy out there. Hey. So. Let me put that on regular mode. And let me go to hover mode. There we go. So, and also those flying things are going to suck my face. Mate, we've also got that. We've got blazes to watch out for. We need to be constantly eating. Loads of things to be mindful of. We also need to find pig. Oh, he's going to shoot at me from like way over there. Need to find piglins. How do I find a piglin? That's my next thing. Oh, there's one of them creepy flying things. If we go back around here to the other side of things. Oh, look at those flying boys. Oh. Oh, that did a lot. Ah! Go away. Go around here to the other side of the Nether Fortress. Like, I don't know enough about the Nether rules. Do piglins just show up wherever? Oh, that's a blaze spawner down there. That's where I was getting my blazes from. Oh dear, don't hang around here. What's that? What are you? You're a goblin trader, but from the Nether. You even sell me red Nether bricks. Ooh, wow. Ooh. Oh, you do all sorts of things. Okay, we're ignoring you. Is that a piglin? Are you a piglin? No, that's a zombie pigman. That's the wrong type. Do I need to find a I'll need to find like a specific biome or something. Do I need to find a bastion? That would be insane. Oh, I've got my compass thing at home. Which sort of compass have I got? The explorer's compass or the nature's compass, or both? Let's just duck back home. Check what compass I've got. No, I do, because I used a compass to find this fortress, so I can use a compass to find a bastion. And I can just grab a piglin from there, can't I? Like, they live there, don't they? A lot of other things live there too, but... Let's go back to the Jaffa factory. Well, wasn't that exciting? Oh, hang on, we're still flying. That's going to be my next thing. I'm gonna hover an inch off the ground all the time. Just float around everywhere constantly. Yeah, let's turn the jetpack off. Okay, so compass. Explorer's compass. Perfect. So if I pop back to the Nether, we find a bastion. Search. Bastion remnant? Is that what we're after? Distance 147. That is super close. Coordinates 0 by 192. What, 0 by negative 192? So 0. Oh, over here. There. 0 by negative 192. That's a bastion. Okay, let me just orient myself. So it's that way. And then to the left. Okay, out there somewhere. Oh, and it literally points on the compass. Yeah, of course it does. Alright, sure. So, just flying casually this way into the scary darkness. I am also gonna... Is that it there? Is that literally right there? How it... Okay. I mean, I'm not saying no. It is. There's our peeps. This is like... Yep, Blackstone. Here we go. I'm gonna need an empty hand. Let's take the bed out of there, because that's already disastrous. I think the button is V. You. Are you the person I want? Piglin. V. V? V. Shift right click. Nope. Do I have to land? Are you guys cool with me if I land? I just made an advancement. V. V. Can I land? Is this fine? V. I'm pressing V. Shift right click. That's fine, that works as well. Whoop. Oh, he's aggressive and or busy. Okay. I mean, I've got one. I was hoping to get more than one though. Why are you aggressive? Are you aggressive because I picked up your mate? Like, that's a thing? Also, can I steal your gold? What's that? Oh, that's another one of them trader dudes. Emery. Bunch of netherrack for that, nether wart, glowstone. 2 netherite ingots for a totem of undying. Yeah, fancy swords, fancy potions. Nice. Okay. Oh, there's more guys down there. You're like guarding the gold though. Are you still angry or not? Like, have you calmed down now? Okay. Just because if I'm going to this trouble, I'm going to get more than one. There's a chest there. There's a chest there as well. Can I... You're a piglin brute. Okay, so you're an actual baddie. Yep, you guys are like actual baddies. This is what the lava is for. Alright, guys. Can I... Where are you guys going? Where... I mean, I'll just take your chest if you're leaving. I mean, like, I could actually just grief your place out front here, right? I could just... do this, right? What is going on? Are you something? Is this a thing? Are you an invisible guy? Yes! And whatever you were, you just dropped into the lava. Kill a restless spirit. Huh. Okay, don't mind me, guys. I'm just gonna do a little bit of terraforming here. Because since I've got a jetpack, I'm pretty sure I can cheese this area. Whoa. Oh, it's another one. I think, are you being created when I break the blocks? Like, is that a thing? Yep. Killed another one. Oh, there are still more. Yep, and you're dropping more things into the lava. Oh, that one didn't go in the lava. Also eat to regen health. Yeah, these things just spawn around the place here. Okay, pick this stuff up. Is that just snowballs? Check it out later when we're home. Can I just punch you with a fist? No, you might take a bit more than just that. What's the... Oh, you're the trader guy. Oh, get out of here. Okay. 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 So. What does it take to craft a gyrodyne? The one that was in our backpack? Doing my best not to freak out right here. One, two, okay. The amount of these we've crafted. One of these. One, two. Okay. Yeah, sitting in the open while flying with things swarming was definitely not the best play in Katooth. I even had everything we needed. We didn't even come home. I got so greedy. I saw that chest and I'm like, I can just dig into it. But yeah, floating around there, things attacking, not good. And I was trying to swing with the pickaxe, but I can't see where they are. They're invisible. What do we need? Heaps of food. That's not potatoes. Potatoes live in here. There. You are potatoes. That is a lot of potatoes. Take a stack of them. And... oh, that'll be too hot. Won't it? The Haunter's no good. Yeah, I want to put him in a smoker. Do we have a smoker? We don't. Oh man. Just gotta put them in a regular old smoker back at home. There. What do I need? 8 coal. Okay. So I'm trying not to panic because I'm just hoping that my corpse is floating in the middle of the air. And if it is, that's fine. We deal with that. If it's not, we might have problems. So all I need is a food and flying machine. I probably don't even need like the gold and all this sort of stuff because if it's just floating in the air, grab it, get out of there. We can go back to Nether another time. Alright? We know what's there now. We know how accessible that is. We're big brave boys, right? It's just food and a flying machine. Right, I could get tools, I could get armor, I could get a weapon. I don't need to. I'm just doing a corpse run. I'm not trying to fight anything. If there's those floaty things in the air, I just leg it. Alright? I mean, I'm sure there's some sort of just a weapon in the computer I can just hang on to. There is not. There's these axes. Yeah. I can make a backup sword. Where's my iron? Where's my sticks? The sticks are on me. Where's any of my wood? Planks. Plank. There. Plank. Half of those. Turn half of those into sticks. There we go. Stick. Iron, iron, sword. Right. You can have an iron sword. Like, that's fine. Just in case we need something with us. This is surely enough baked potato. We're not going in there forever. I'll take 24 because that's a nice number. Okay. Right. So. Gyrodyne. Nether Fortress. We're going to pop out. We're going to pop down the Gyrodyne. We're going to hop on. We're going to attempt to fly. Okay. And we are going to look for where we died. It's only right here. So, is there a floating corpse? Nope, my corpse is down there. Oh, it's down there. That's actually insane. Can I do this without dying? That's the question. If I get off this, isn't this just gonna put me straight into lava? Let me... transfer items. Okay. I've got everything back on. My helmet's busted. Where's my helmet? It looks like I've got my helmet there. Is this why I was getting attacked by things? Did my helmet instantly break? Alright. Flee. Land. Hop out. Smash that. Get inside. I'm floating because my jetpack is on. Turn the jetpack off. Get home. Oh, it had Curse of Vanishing! Ah, of course! I knew it had a thing on it. In my mind, for some reason, I just thought it was Curse of Binding. Which I wasn't fussed about. But you're absolutely right, it had Curse of Vanishing. Ah. Ah, well. It's a gold helmet, that's fine. Okay. Okay, we're back. We're back. It's not the end of the world. This thing's half full of hydrogen. We did amazing. Great job, everyone. Extra gyrodyne for the computer now. Yep, there wasn't already one in there. Good. Extra sword, which... yeah, we'll put extra sword in the computer. It had an adventurous life. It did. So what are these? Incendium. Restless nature, unbreaking one, a seed infused by spirits with a final wish to regrow. The lost nature of the nether. Yeah, it's got a Minecraft snowball tag. Can remove color. I have no idea. In the computer it goes. Bones. Pair of piglins. Nice. Okay. Explorer's compass can go back. Well, yeah. We picked up a bit of brick. Oh, we're also... ah. Okay, back to the nether. Back to the nether. We don't have any nether bricks. Is there a sneaky way to make it? I just need nether bricks. So I just need nether brick. Can't... like, so I just need these. Oh, smelting netherrack. Oh, okay. That's fine. That's fine. Haunting bricks makes nether bricks. Easy. Easy. We're doing the haunting one, because haunting's the funnest thing. So 4 of them make a nether bricks. Yep, 4 of them to make a nether bricks. So get 4 of these bricks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I mean, let's just get a stack. I mean, if we're doing this, let's do it. Oh, haunting. This way. Let's go around this side for haunting. Go visit the haunter. Bam. Alright, haunt me away while I do some eating. Put the bed back on there. Swap the lava bucket back out. That'd be scary. I don't want that anymore. Yeah, once upon a time, the plan was if I encounter baddies, pour lava on them. And I can't do that with the flying baddies. I definitely could have done that with the brutes that were walking around there, but I had this brilliant idea that maybe I just mine out their wall instead, and I can just fly in and grab their chest. So that's a job for another day. Oh, look at that. When we're oh no, don't do that. Don't haunt my sword. When we're more brave and can go do that some other time. Bucket back. Nether bricks. Nether bricks. Bam, bam. And so, barter. Oh, I need a block of gold. How much gold do we have? How much gold? Ooh. Only 10. That's fine. That's fine. I would have liked to make maybe 2 of these things, because I got 2 piglins. And maybe I still will, but we need to put gold into this thing as I understand it. Like, let's go over to these guys. Our little system here. Let's set up another one. Next to you, which we should actually empty because you're getting full. Let's stick a barterer. Nice. Little barterer guy. And if I put in... Let's put in Mr. Gold Pants. There you go. You're in there. Input items, output items. So I need to give him gold. And then he gives me stuff. And what I really want, since he could output a lot of things, is I really want like a... I want him to be on a hopper going into a chest or something. So, in fact, we don't want to put him like this at all. We want to hopper you into a chest. I didn't pick up that egg, did I? Good. I was worried I did. Planks. That's not how you spell planks. Oh, why are they... There. Planks. Alright, planks. Okay. Wait. Oh, we discovered this before. For some reason you can't make a chest out of coconut planks. We did discover this before. They are the only types of logs in the computer. Get more logs. Wow, these guys are filling up. Walnut logs. Can I... What sort of wood do you turn into? Turn into walnut planks. Can I use you to make a chest? I bet you can't, because it's also that ecologics. So yeah, you're not going to be able to make a chest. Let's just assume that. So you're no good as chest wood. I mean, oak is just oak. Let's just grab the oak. And also ban that random first time chatter spammer again. Getting a lot of them tonight. Okay. make a stack of that in there. Make a stack of planks out of there. Okay, and take these planks. Make a chest. Look at that weird chest. Oak chest. That is not a real chest. That's a real chest. Hopper. Also, I need an actual chest. Wait a minute. There were 10 chests in the computer already. Why were we trying to make a chest? Okay. Stick you here. And hopper into you. Like that. And, yeah, if I just give you gold, like, I don't know how much gold you need. Like, let me literally give you 1 gold ingot. Alright? Is that a thing you will happily have? If I give you a gold, it's gone. He's eaten the gold. Alright? He's looking at it. He's like, huh, this is gold. He's done something, and it's gone into the chest. What's in the chest? An obsidian. Right. So, I give you a gold ingot, you stare at it, you put something in the chest. And eventually, it might be an ender pearl. So, this is our path to ender pearls, right? But of course, we need lots of gold to do this. So our big sort of pathway is we get gold nuggets from crushing tough. Right, that's our gold source. So we need a load of tough. Now, we might just mine a heap to get more for right now. But our next big thing on the agenda, I'm going to put you with the villagers. Our next big thing on the agenda, factory-wise, is to automate the production of tough. Because as soon as we automate the production of tough, then we can be crushing tough constantly, and then we can be getting gold and other things constantly, which we can be feeding to these people. So, yes, so our next big, like, in-the-base mechanical project is to automate the production of tough. Now, or at least semi-automated. But you're right, for now, Cthulhu, it's just back down to the cave. Is that the sun setting? It is. Also, no helmet on. We can make an iron one. Probably don't need the jetpack and the free runners while we're just... Oh yeah, there's an iron helmet. Probably don't need the jetpack and the free runners while we're just doing regular things. So, I reckon just take them off when we're just like wandering around here. Have them like that. How's this going? It's nearly full. It's nearly full. Once it fills, we'll swap it with the other one. Let's have a nap before we head underground. Okay, back down to the Mimic Cave. And let's go back out to the main opening so that we can harvest the tough from out there. Alright, tough still on the floor everywhere. Tough over here in this bit of wall. This is kind of where we're up to. This whole section here. Alright, let's get a bunch more. It's just glow lichen-y stuff. Oh yeah, and that goes up into the ceiling there as well. Yeah. Uncovered a bit of lapis. More tin. Redstone. Remember the good old days when we were desperate for redstone? I remember those times. Still a heap of it up in the ceiling up there. I do realise I could also jetpack up here to these things now, but that's fine. I'll awkwardly jump around. More copper up in the roof there. Okay, I think that's cleaned the ceiling out of it. For there. Okay, let's just tidy up this edge a little bit. Just for walkability. Okay. And look, let's get the copper while we're there, since it's sticking out on a funny angle. And the redstone. Leave the tin. Nice. Okay. That should be fine for a bit. We've got, like, you know, so much more than what an automated thing would do in a while. We've got like nearly 5 sacks of tuff. And there's more everywhere. Like, the Mimic Cave is just great for tuff. Almost to the point where it's nearly silly trying to automate it. And we could just do a bunch of that. Let's not overload the system this time. Let's not put 5 stacks of tuff into the chest. Let's just kind of do this gradually. 2 stacks. Put some of this away. Cool, deep slate, redstone. Yeah, we can stick that in the crusher as well. That's crushable. Okay. There's nothing else sitting around in any of these things. That's nearly full. Getting there. Still choking the power supply to do this, but it's getting there. So, realistically, now that I think about it, there's not much point making a second piglin barterer to, like, you know, get more ender pearls or anything faster, because the bottleneck is never going to be the speed at which they trade. The bottleneck is always going to be how much gold we've got. So one of them is perfectly fine, really. That's all going down. We've got stuff coming through. There's 13 gold nuggets. And there's no way to improve upon that. That's just gold nuggets. That's just turning back into gold. So that's 1.5 gold bars. So, you know, it's not the most efficient thing in the world, but it happens. That's why we need to make a machine that makes tuff for us. And so all of these things now, so yeah, the next step in the process is to take these things, Okay, so the zinc one just goes straight into zinc. Oh, all of these just go straight into their thing, don't they? Yeah, like copper nugget. That just crafts straight back into copper ingot. Yeah, I thought there was another step here. Like something to do with the washing or the blasting, but no, I guess I'm just wrong. Alright, that's just doing the copper now. Or maybe it's the copper is the other step I'm thinking of. Yeah, because I get crushed raw copper. That's the one that has the extra step. Because now we wash it. Or bog blast it, really. Because washing it gives us a chance of clay. I don't care about that at the moment. So we bog blast it. Yep. So it's this crushed stuff that gets blasted. The little nuggets are just fine as is. Yeah. Great. So blast the copper. Blast the copper. Ban the random chat person again. We're such a popular stream, aren't we? We constantly get these random likely ban evader restricted. These random chat people. Okay, that's done. Nice. Okay, so that's sorted, they're done. I can try and turn that back into them. Got 4 more ingots out of all that. Four ingots of that. Okay. So in terms of gold this time, we're up to like 13 ingots of gold now. So we're slowly getting more gold. But not much. So let's do a little bit more trading. Let's give another 6 ingots to this guy. See what we can get. You. Bam. He's gonna stare at these and be like, huh, that is definitely gold. It's like, yep, this is gold. You're right, I'm better off mining for gold than for tough. Yeah. Oh, he's giving me gravel. Did you seriously just give me gravel for that gold? Oh, and some soul sand. But a load of gravel. Ooh, spectral arrows. I mean, they sound fancy. Down to the last gold. And that was leather. Actually, I could do with leather, because that saves me killing my cows. Great. Oh, and a fire charge. Did you still have another one cooking, did you? Excellent. Alright. So, bam. That's what all of our nether journeys have been for. Okay. Well, how are we doing? It's just after 11 o'clock. That's fine. Let's push it a little bit more. We'll call a wrap about midnight. Let us start thinking about what's involved in automating the production of tough. Oh, that's full. And that's slowly filling back up. Not for long, it's not. Backpack. Swap that one for the backpack one. Put this guy here instead. And you can fill that one up for me. Excellent. Oh, and may as well refill the jetpack with it while we're here. Let's just... Hello? Let's just fill the jetpack back up. Since we can, since we've got some. So, tough. Tough. Tuff is produced in a mixer by mixing together the 4 types of stone: granite, cobble, diorite, andesite. And we all know about cobble. Cobble generating, right? Put water next to lava, gets cobble. Alright? But you can do that for all of these in the mod. You can make granite by putting water and lava together, and as long as you got granite underneath the middle of the two, it will make granite, not cobble, in a custom cobblestone generation sort of setup. You can do that for all 4 of these. So we can just have these getting just created in the world automatically. Alright? What we need though is we need to have these get broken automatically, and for that we want the create drill, mechanical drill from create. Alright, I'm going to have some fun with that. Have it automatically drill blocks. Once they get drilled by the mechanical drill, they'll drop down. We'll have them picked up by like a belt or something, and we'll have them get like fed into the computer. Okay, that's full. There we go. And that way we just have loads of the stones, and we can start looking at just making tuff for free. Just as time passes, we just get tuff. So for all that, we're going to need a new area. So thinking about our landscape and stuff like that. Oh, a witch. Hello. I'm thinking, and I've got to be mindful of this for the future, I don't think we need another section on there. I think it's time we start a second row here. And what it might be nice is, it might be nice to have like a double chunk. I'm thinking up here we have a double chunk create chunk. That could be kind of nice. Let me put on chunk borders. Yeah, we're gonna have to clear out a bunch more dirt here. Just fine, just fine. But we prep for a whoops. That was too much dirt. We prep for a 2 wide chunk here, so this has got to go. Yeah, do another one here just to be comfortable. Oh no, thought we were digging into something then. Oh, we sort of are. Oh, we actually are. Yeah, let's ignore that. So I'll light you up, and then we'll bury you. That's not a thing. That's not happening. Not on my watch. Alright. Weird floating grass. I'm just going to take that out because I can. Alright, so in terms of how far this goes, yeah, we're ultimately going to need to do this all the way soon anyway, so we might as well vein mine this. So small tunnel, that's it. Alright, so and that one too. Right, yep, that's worked fine. Okay, and then we just carve out the rest of this the same way. Alright, and that one there, and that one there. stack of dirt there. And this little bit here. Shapeless. Okay. Alright, so here's our 2 chunks worth, which we'll start bordering, just so we know what we've got. So it's a double chunk this way. Alright. And that's the corner there. Alright. We'll let some of that... So, well, actually we don't need to... Oh, we do. We need that one to spread. And then the rest of this goes through here. Yeah, okay. So we'll let some of that, leave some of that to spread. Okay, so this one is a double chunk. I'm wondering, just because this might be interesting, so keeping with our, let's turn this off. Keeping with our sort of design aesthetic for like these little platformy things, I'm thinking this one is almost the reverse. I'm thinking this one actually goes down a step, not up a step into the ground, because this one might have a fun second story on it, which we might worry about down the road. And these are iron catwalks, and that was great because we had just infinite iron. We also had infinite copper, and we were thinking about maybe moving towards copper at some point. There was also there was also this other kind of iron that we like dismissed. Oh, there's andesite ones. That's weird. Yeah, industrial iron, which I think was just because it was darker, but you just need industrial iron sheets for that, which was squashing industrial iron ingots. Industrial iron is just what you get when you just squash iron. So it's literally the same, it's just fiddlier to make. But that's fine, I'm not against that. And maybe this darker one, darker industrial iron, makes sense for like dingy in the ground sort of stuff. So yeah, let's squash let's squash some stuff. We've got a... Oh wait, that's compacting over a blaze burner. Ah. Yeah, okay. So it's a mechanical press. Yeah, but into a basin. Ah. Okay, that's fun. So and we want to be using like one of these max speed ones, which is like what these guys are. I'm pretty sure they weren't max speed actually, because we ran into some issues. But it should definitely be on this system, right? I'm pretty sure this one was like getting close to being taxed. They're doing 512 each. These things are only using 64. That thing's using 64. That's using 512. Yeah, so having another one of these working at full speed, we'll be using 512 again. So, what's this guy using? Lag? 160, 160. They are in no way the fastest. These guys are using 640. They must be going at full speed, right? coming out of the... Yeah. Coming out of like the super fast sort of end here. So, surely I can get another squish squasher running off one of these. Okay, so... Oh, I've walked through the haunter again. Always gets me. Alright, stick all that back in the computer, because that's the sort of thing we can do now. And how are we going on storage space? Like, that one's starting to fill up, right, with all of our random bits and bobs that we've been chucking in. But this one's completely empty. So we're still doing fine, storage-wise. We don't have to make any more chests right now. So we're making another mechanical press. Oh yeah, and of course, so this is the other thing. This is our chest of create bits, which is not part of the main system, which I guess is fine. What's in here that we would have wished we had? Not really anything. That's all brass. No, that's gold. There's gold plates there, gold sheets. That's okay. That's okay. So, yeah. So we need an insight casing, block of iron, and a shaft. So shaft, insight casing, block of iron. Well, we've got 9 iron, so... Alright, now the squish squasher. We needed it on a basin though. Ah, easy. Okay, we need one of these blazy boys with us. We're no doubt going to need some shafts and all sorts of things, and likely some cogs, which were just shaft with plank, right? Yep, for the small cogs and that for the large cogs. Yes, slowly remembering recipes. Let's just have a sleep so we're not trying to figure all this out at night. Okay, so over here somewhere, at about the same height level as this guy. So like at this height here, but he's going way too slow. How do I... Just thinking this through. What sort of crazy things can I do here? I can come out of these. Alright. These are going super fast. Alright. I think. Based on that. That looks like that's going super fast. And I'm just gonna have to like vertical gearbox this, aren't I? Yeah. How do I make a gearbox again? Gotta spell it correctly first. Ah, inside casing surrounded by cogs. Okay. I'm gonna need like a couple of these. So, get the inside casing. We're gonna need way more wood than this. We're gonna need way more shafts than this. That's just andesite, isn't it? Oh, of course I can use the belt going up. Ah! Ah, now that's clever. That's clever. Aha. So this is my first series ever playing with Create. So I'm still not a real thinker about how some of this works. Yes. Yes, exactly right. So if I get us a shaft up, you know, let's just sort of up on top of that, right? Let's put a shaft at that height. That sort of thing. I can absolutely build from there to there. That's it. That's stolen me some vertical now, which allows me to put my majigger against there, and it's overstressed because that's 640 and I don't have that much left in the system. So that, yeah, I'm taking that from way too fast. So, like, we could extend the windmill, we could do a lot of things, but let's find a let's find a less stressed place to do that from, and steal this from somewhere else. Like, is that fine there? Who knows? Let's take that back out of there. And can I build from there to there? Oh, it's out of alignment. Let's go one further forward. There. From belting from there to there. No, I can't diagonally belt like that. I thought I might be able to. Oh, it's because I got multiple things going. Alright, click in the air. No, maybe. Let's just break this one. That'll fix it. Right. Belt from there to there. No. That's fine. I'll figure this out. Let's put one of these, one down there. Shift click to unlink belts. Nice. Okay, thank you. Oh, that's not where I wanted it. I wanted it. No, that's also not where I wanted it. Okay. Put more things in my hand than just that. So, shift click to unlink belts. There we go. Right, so that's unlinked. So, will it not let me do this at an angle? I thought you could have belts going up at an angle. Let me just experiment on the floor with belts like there and there, right? That to that. Yeah, like that's fine. So you can definitely go like diagonally down one step. So I could, I guess, diagonally come up one step. Right, that would work. Alright. So if I had one that was, oh come on top of here, no, there's no way I'm going to be able to do it while standing up here. I'm going to have to do that, put that like that, right, and built from that to that, right, and so that could go now here, and I can now move that back one. If only I had more of these. $24. Wow. There we go. Forgot that made 8. So put that there. Built from there to there. There we go. Like it's a monstrosity, but it's things are happening, right? I have successfully stolen some mechanical power from that belt there. Brought it all over there. It's a bit manky, but it's gonna do. To at least check that this is gonna work. That's only 320, and that's fine. System can handle that. Okay, so at that height, which I believe is that height, we can have a blaze burner and a basin under there, which is right here. Yep. A basin on top of you. Right, and you're going to squish straight into there. But again, I've got to be able to stand up here to be able to throw things in. How many more iron plates have we got in here? Loads of them. Nice little stepping stone to stand up here to be able to chuck stuff in here. So all of this was to make industrial iron, which was made by taking iron, heating it, and squashing it. So let me get a stack of iron and a bit of coal. How are you doing? Yeah, good. You're slowly ticking away. So stack of iron, and I don't know how much coal I'm going to need. From memory, not much. We can test this out by putting a stack of iron here and one piece of coal and seeing how long he stays fed for. No. There you go. Oh no. No. Heat him first. What are we doing? What is going on? That's not the recipe. Now that it's on fire, recipe filter, click with item to set. Okay, sure, yep. If there's many recipes. Let's just try that again now that it's heated. Nope, it's still making blocks of iron. That's annoying. But I want my industrial iron ingots. It's just iron ingot, compacting, heated with a blaze burner. Did you just turn off? You did. Okay, that's about how long you last. I don't understand. Just one, then set filter. You're right. Don't throw all of them in. You're absolutely right, because just do one of them. Oh, and I've got to feed you again. Right. There we go. Okay, now I can set the filter on that. Right, and now we can put all the rest in. Okay. That's it. Yep, of course. Makes complete sense. Because of course, to do the compacting of that, yeah, it was putting like 9 of them in. and compacting them into a thing. Yeah. Can't even find the recipe now. That. Yeah, it was taking 9 of them and it was turning them into an iron block. Yep. Automated packing. Yes. That makes sense. There we go. Happy with that. So that gets me a bunch of these, which I can use to craft a bunch of stuff. Let's go and have a little nap. Exactly, Katooth. It was making exactly the recipe I put in. It was just I was being a little bit of a fool and thinking that there was no other recipe. But yes, put them in one at a time to make it make 1 for 1, not 9 for 1. That's stopped. Okay, so it makes about, well, it probably makes 32 if I'm guessing. So we'll see if there's like about 3 left when this one runs out. So we're making a bunch of these, which is going to require a bunch of these, which are going to be fairly cheap. Yeah, because that's like 1 for 1. Got to have a bunch of these, but that makes 16, so that's fine. So yeah, that'll be fine. Sure. We will need to dig out a tiny bit of the ground, because of course of how this is working. So we need our strip of grass, and so now we need the layer down for the stairs going down a level. And this is the part I didn't even think about. What do I need the grass to be like down here? It's probably fine if it's all dirt, I guess. Packing stuff works great for all the nuggets I get from the tuff too. Nice. Yeah. I mean, once I get a better handle on everything that's happening here, I'm sure I'll be able to make a bunch of nicer systems that all connect to each other and have things coming out of one thing on a belt or something to do one thing, then going into the next thing, and it's all very by hand at the moment while I figure out what everything does. And then one day, when we're a create expert, we'll do all sorts of amazing things. So we'll need to do not that, yes. So yeah, hang on, let me do it that way. Then I can stand here and see to do that. Yes. Okay, so this one's going to descend down into there. Let's see, this is finished cooking now, so what did it get down to? Yeah, exactly, it's got 3 left, so I think it did 32. So unfortunately, we're just going to overcook, but that's fine. We could actually get a load more iron. Depends how much of this we think we need. It's fine. So we know we're at least going to need a bunch of bars of this, so let's do that. That's going to require a bunch of these. Oh, wait. Oh, I've got to squash them in a normal press as well. Ah! Okay. Squash 32 of these in a normal press. Which is what this setup here is. Bam. Bam. That's better. Okay. Okay, can I see you from around the other side? Ah, I've been haunted again. I really cannot see that from the other side. Not unless I stand up in the cogs. And I can see the crafting bench from here. Sure, let's do it. Let's stand in the cogs. I'll get 16 of that out. Okay, so... So we can make 16 of them, which means we can make 16 of them. So just again as proof of concept. Oh yeah, and the iron plate slab. We got a bunch of them still in there. Iron plate slab. Oh, they just get cut, don't they, in the stone cutter? Yep, they make slabs, so 2 of them in a stone cutter. For my nice corner pieces. Okay. So these are the corner bits. Actually, they might need to be top corner, not bottom corner. Like, yeah, thinking this through now, yeah, because we're inverted. Yeah, these need to be in the top bit, not the bottom. It also looks super weird because we're going from grass into this. So, I might need to have a bit of a think about what we're actually doing with the outside edge. So this needs to be like the top bit here. Yeah. Yep, these definitely need to be in the top half. Oops. Amazing. So we need like a lot more than just that. We'll just round here. Make all of that. Oops, wrong button. All of that into that. And all of that into that. Oh, and we're out of that now, of course. Of course we are. Okay. So we're definitely going to need more of this. We're definitely going to need another stack of iron on the go for this thing. Don't need half of that coal. We don't need anywhere near that much coal. So chuck that in. Feed you 2. Can I give you a second one while you're already going? I can. Okay, I've just fed him 2 in a row as an experiment. Let's feed ourselves as well. Place the rest of these down. We're going to need more than a full stack of iron. We're going to need another stack as well. Or part of another stack at least. So, these are still the ingots. They still need to be squashed into sheets to make more of these other things, so squash them. That's fine, that's happening there. Does this go past 32? And if so, that means the blaze has accepted 2 independent pieces of coal in a kind of queue system. Yep, it's going. Perfect. Alright. So that's happening. I'll grab 40 out. Okay. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That's going to have wasted a bit of time. It's not going to cook all the way. Ah! Ah. Okay. So we need to make a bunch of these. And then make a bunch of these. Alright, but we're quickly out of those, which is fine. Okay, so there's 20 more. Should probably have a nap. Yeah, there's 2 left in there. Aww. Can I give you just like sticks and stuff? Planks. No, but they're my nice acacia planks. I bet I can give you sticks. I bet I can. Let's see. 1 coal does 32. 1 coal normally does 8. So this is doing like 4 more. So 1 stick would normally... You normally need 2 sticks to do 1. So 1 stick normally does a half. So 4 times that is 1 stick will do 2. So maybe if I give you literally 1 stick, will you do the other 2 iron for me? That's the real question. 2 stick. Off to bed. 2 iron, sorry. 1 stick, 2 iron. You possibly won't. You probably want like actual fuel. But maybe you'll take the same sort of fuel that a furnace does. Stick. Yep, poke him with a stick. It did the 2 and he went out. Perfect. That's it. So a stick does 2 things. Exactly. So it's kind of 4 times more efficient fuel-wise than a furnace. Perfect. Alright. So, getting some more on the go. We're going to need definitely some more of them. Oh, we've got to squash more. There was more in the squasher already. I'd done that already, but let's squash more, because no doubt there will be more needed to be... Oh, needing to be squashed. 20 of them there. 20 of them there. Okay. That's got to be getting close. Not only is it getting close, it's exact. Beautiful. So... let's actually do the maths now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do the maths more efficiently. Chunk is 16 by 16, so that's 32. Take off that strip is 30. Take off that strip is 28. Take off that strip is 26. So that should be 26 that way. Which makes sense, because if I go this way, it's 16, take away 2, 14, take away 2 is 12, take away 2 is 10. So yeah, 10 by 26. So I need 260 of the flat catwalky bits. Haunted. 260 of the flat bits, which means 260 iron sheets. Which means I've got to squash 260 of them. That's a lot of iron. I've got like 260 iron. Wow, are we going to blow all of our iron doing this? That would be insane. You got another stack in there. This is why we should have made this out of copper, not iron. We'll make the next one out of copper. Put that in there. Feed you 2 coal. 1, 2. And this time we don't take it out early. We wait patiently. Over here, there's 16 more of these. We don't have anything in here. Nah. So for making these, yep, that's just straight up that. So we need all of this to be squashed. Yep, so we're only using the squash stuff now, except for when we need to make more bars. Literally scraping the barrel here. There we go. So this all needs to come through here and become industrial iron ingots. All of it needs to go through the squasher there and get squashed. Then all of it can get crafted into catwalks. Right, that's our sequence. But we can lay these ones down while we've got them. Of them is 2. Oh, wait a minute. It's another layer down. Yeah, wait a minute. I've got to dig a whole other layer down, don't I? Yep. Yeah, it's like this. That's how it should be. Yeah, I'm forgetting because this is all inverted. Ah, well, that's alright. That gives me a bit of time while things cook. Where's the shovel going? It's gonna break fast. Good thing we're made of iron. Alright. That is done. Put in the next set so that things are always happening. Cook it. Bam, bam. Eat. Make a new shovel. Do I have any iron? Just right here. No, we used it all. Make a new shovel. I do have iron in my backpack. That's okay. Stick. Bam, bam. Iron. Bam. Shovel. Shovel. Acquire. We just need to do a bordery bit, and we can vein mine our way through. Also, while that's happening, I should be squishing. That's going to be the next thing. Hitting stone down here. Should only need to do the ends. You're absolutely right. Whoa! You are absolutely right, Katooth. I am over shoveling. Okay, so vein my yeah, small tunnel. That's right. Let me just take another layer off that so I can stand back here. That's it. Awkwardly position my fingers on the keyboard. Okay. Given that that stone is only just there, I think I am going to actually replace that with dirt. Just for uniformity. Which is going to eventually become grass. But that's fine. As it is, I'm already like not necessarily happy about it being grass and dirt in the first place. But it is fine. Okay. So, catwalk. Should be lava under it. Yeah. That would feel more suitable. Alright. We're gonna strand ourselves. Yeah. Okay. That's all come through. That's all come through. So now we squish it. Yep. And we make a ton more of these. Right, that's another stack of that. We still need more though. We need more. We always need more. This is sorted. This is sorted by number of items. Yeah. Sort type quantity. That's why. That's why. Whatever I said before, my iron kept moving down or something because I was putting more of other things in there. It only took till now to realise because I've got less than a stack of iron left. Yeah, if only I'd accidentally collected 50 more lava buckets than I needed last week. I know, wouldn't that be great to have like 45 buckets of lava just hanging around? No, I can't go putting lava under all of this yet because I am going to need some lava and I'm going to need to dig under this for the cobble gen stuff anyway. Like I'm already going to be needing to do some stuff underneath this, so it can't be too locked in. That's still going. Okay. Get some more catwalks down. Alright. Nice. Nice. Okay. Gonna need to make more of the bars. Soon, the iron bars. Oh. Ah. Oh no, I made another one. Okay. That's fine, because they'll balance each other out then. Yoink. Made it. Alright. Oh, wait. There's nothing in there because it's all in here. Right. We've caught up to the backlog. Let's put away some of this guff that we're holding on to here. That, and that. For now. That's fine. We can put more of this dirt and stuff back in the computer. Cobble, dirt. Yeah, 1.1k dirt. Nearly as much dirt as brick, which is a weird thing to have. When will I be streaming next, Gabby? These days I'm into a weekly stream setup. This time 7 days from now. If nothing else comes up next week, which historically things sometimes do come up on a Monday night. I'm not the most 100% reliable all the time. But if nothing comes up, we will be back here same time next week. So by all means, I would be happy to have someone in the chat who knows a little bit about creating things to help point me in the right direction when I start making silly design decisions. Working out how to get cogs to go the right way and all that sort of stuff. Alright. We've got no more cooking in there. We're definitely going to need more cooking in there. Question is how much. We can put these ones down and do the maths. This will be our last project for tonight, I reckon. We've just gone past midnight here. So we will finish laying this floor, and then we will just call it, basically. Next time around, we'll start investigating setting up the 4 different types of cobble gen with drills, busting them, belting them, doing various things. It's going to require us getting some mechanical power over there. We either steal from one of these setups, or we just make another windmill, or we go even a step further and make the thing after windmills. But that's a problem for next time. You know, does each platform get its own windmill? Maybe. 13 more of them. Each platform gets its own generator type. Well, we're going to run out of generator types very quick for that, Katooth. As far as I'm aware, there's really only the 3 generator types in Create. The water wheels of the 2 sizes, the windmills, and then the big, like, burnery things. There's those ones there, which means now we can craft them into these guys. Oh. And we need more because we've squashed them all. Ah, dear. Okay. Okay, just do another stack, and we'll figure it out from there. Clearly should have picked up that uranium from the Mimic Cave. I know, right? Actually, let's leave that in there, because there's a stack in here. Yeah, let's take that stack. That way there's still a solid stack in the computer. One, two. Nice. Alright. So unfortunately we've got to let that cook now, because we need some more of that to make the bars, to make the rest of the catwalk and various things. Let's go up here so we can like fix this. Oh no! Oh no! That's alright. It's all going to go down eventually. Okay, so we just have to wait for that to finish. Don't squash all of it, because we've already got 44 squashed. So that's gonna go in there. So we need 11 bars, but that just needs 6 of these. But we're gonna need more than 11 bars. So half of this stack can go into the squasher, maybe even 3/4 of it. Just looking over at that Blaze guy looking at me. Just waiting his turn. Very patient. Check on the check on these things. These are like actually starting to fill up now. Yeah. These are getting full, so some of these can get okay, yep. Can get transferred to the computer. Some of these are really filling up. Oh, that one's actually clogged. Yeah. So just absolutely take. Oh, and sticks. It just takes sticks for free. Yeah. Stick some of that in the computer. There we go. We still going good on space? Yeah, because they... Oh, that's not them. Wherever they are, they stack. Look at all these gaps. Yeah. And this is going to happen. Because, again, it's just drawing things out of chests and then putting them back in again, like a specific clockwise manner. There they are. 500 coconut logs. So that's unjammed them. These are fine. These are going fine. Oh, that one's filling up. These are doing fine. These guys, though, that one's on the verge of jamming. That's fine, that's fine. They're fine, okay. Let's put these two in there. Alright. Should have stored long enough now. This should be done. Yes. Okay. Squash half of it. Okay. So there's more that can get squashed. Let's lay down a few of these. Let's go and sleep. Let's lay down a few more of these. Let's fix the monstrosity we've started to create on this side. One more. There we go. Now just fill the interior. Nice. Alright. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. That one. Alright. That's feeling a bit better. Whoop. Don't click on that. Nice. Look at that. Okay, it's just that box there to go. That has squashed 32 of them. Which gives us 32 more. I'll place them and then we'll do the maths, because 32 is going to be close to a lot of them. Gabby, my tough setup has 8 big water wheels, but that does everything from generating to ingots. Okay, 8 big water wheels. Sure. Honestly, a set of water wheels might be a lot more compact, really, because like there's a lot of vertical height and stuff that goes into a windmill. I mean, it's short in terms of its base and stuff. Like it's in a very narrow plane, but it's huge. Oh dear, what am I doing? I'm supposed to be doing some stuff so I can count. Oh dear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 more of these, so 16 more of those need to get squished, so leave 4 behind. So squish 16 more of these. Okay. Round we go, don't get haunted on the way past. Bam, bam. And with not a lot of wastage. You haven't got that much leftovers, which is good. Just place them wherever at this point. It's an enclosed space. They go somewhere. Wherever they go, they go. Bam, done. Done! Look at that. There we go. We got ourselves a nice inset catwalked area now. For this chunk here, this double wide chunk. Excellent. And we've only got those little bits left. They can go back into the setup. Right. Excellent. Let's put them back. Bit of haunting on the way past. Bam bam. Put the bit of coal back. And let's empty this out just so that we've got all the iron together in one place. There we go. Down to 97 iron. We had like 500 at one point. Almost might need another iron golem guy there. Just generating more iron. Like we really could. There's nothing stopping us. So if we needed more, everything's going great here. This is just sitting clogged full of hydrogen. This is full of hydrogen. Our jetpack is full of hydrogen. Our extra tank is full of hydrogen. We're fine. So all of this is filled back up with power now. So no power problems. Everything is good to go. Doing great. And I don't think there's anything else we should do. We should call it a wrap here. let's go and stand on our bit. Oh, thumbnail. What's the thumbnail for this episode going to be? I'll make some batteries to continue building up more power while it's full next week. That's actually not a bad idea. Yeah, making some batteries to hold power. Good call, Tooth, actually, because of how much we ran out. So that'd be a great idea, actually. That's a job for next week. As I said, thumbnail. What's our thumbnail for this episode going to be? Maybe a nether. Yeah, maybe floating around in the nether. Yeah, I'm sure there was a shot in the nether when we were jetpacking around. That'll be the thumbnail. All right, let's stand on top of our lantern, survey the place, and let's call it a wrap for this week. Thank you, everyone, for sticking around. We nearly went for the 4 hours there. Amazing. Thanks in the thanks in the chat there, Katooth and Gabby, for sticking around, for giving a bit of advice and things along there. The corpse on the narrow non-lava ledge. Maybe that would make a good thumbnail for this episode. Good idea. All right. Well, with that, thank you everyone for tuning in. That was another stream that was Overthunk by Sharky, and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye-bye.